one of the elements of the Seder that we have to not only do, but we have to talk about and we really have to understand is the MAROR, eating the bitter herbs. So we are supposed to taste something so bitter that it actually makes our eyes tear up. And the reason why is so that it will help us remember the bitterness that our ancestors experienced when we were enslaved in Egypt. Now, that might seem like an act of cruelty to force people to dive back into the past and remember one of the most painful and traumatic episodes of our people's history. But I think we do it for two reasons. Number one, to remember that freedom is really precious. And when we live in a time in which that freedom threatens to be curtailed by forces of hatred and authoritarianism and cruelty, we have to do everything in our power to fight against it in order to preserve the freedom that we have fought long and hard for. And number two, because as we move further and further away from the experience of our own oppression and degradation, we might become tempted to treat other people with the kind of cruelty that we were treated. And so we remember the bitterness in order to remind us of our obligation to fight for freedom and liberty and dignity and equity and equality, not only for our people, but for all people everywhere.